What's up, guys? Whoa, wait, where's the, oh, right, I left the Tesla in Florida. I guess we're stuck with the X3 for the week. I guess we'll see how it goes. Luckily, we have the Draggy, so maybe sport mode? I mean, it is technically the ultimate driving machine. Anyways, let's hop in. I actually have to head out because I'm doing some work with a friend, and by work, I mean it's like unpaid, and yeah, I'm still furloughed. Anyways, let's hop in the pink BMW X3 and let's hit the road. So these cars, I guess you have to turn on. We got this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 30 miles of range. Thank you very much, Chelsea, leaving me with 0 gas. You know what that means? The Tesla owner has to go to a gas station. The whole reason I bought a Tesla was to not go to the gas station. Now I get home and the very first thing that I have to do is go to the gas station. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is, I mean, this just inherently is the ride of choice for the weekend because the Tesla is down in Florida. So we're only home very, very briefly, just a few short days, and then I'm hopping on a plane right back down to Venice to get back to some horsing around, I guess you could say. Some horsing around. But in the meantime, we have the BMW X3, so you might as well take advantage of it and see. Wait for it. Sport mode. Ooh, sport-oriented settings. Ooh, we got sport right there. Wait, 27 mod. You know what we should do? Eco Pro. That's what we should do. Eco up comfort and then Eco Pro. What's up, guys? We got Eco Pro settings here. Still only 27 miles of range, so gas station. Now this car is so sophisticated that it has an auto start stop system, because apparently on these gas cars you got to preserve gas. Wait for it. I'm watching the RPM tachometer thing because it should turn off in just a second. Okay, maybe not. No, maybe. Could have fooled me. And it's back on. See, that's the auto stop start. It's crazy. It's crazy talk. And we are pulling into a gas station because I have no gas. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Let's hope I can figure it out. No, I'm just kidding. But wait for it. See, it turns off, and then if you let your foot off the brake a little bit, it turns right back on. It's crazy. I know, it's wild stuff. You can actually disable it though by hitting that, or you just put it into sport mode and then it completely turns it off. Nailed it. Yeah, I mean, it's like riding a bicycle, right? It just comes back to you. Wait for it, push to start. Hey. Now, I didn't fill it up all the way. We only got like 3/4 of the tank because I'm kind of in a hurry, so let's roll. But first, nothing like a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle in the morning. Great way to start the day, right, with Mickey D's? Oh yeah. Well, if we're gonna be stuck in the ultimate driving machine for a week, I might as well tell you all the things I hate about it because, well, there's kind of a few. Let's start off with the most obvious one, for me at least, when I get in the car in the driver's seat. Ooh, Tesla. Ooh, I already missed my Tesla already. Anyways, when you hop in, you notice that you have the speedo and the tachometer, which is fantastic, right? I love having both of those front and center on display. sort of easy to see. See, my one qualm is that this is a 2016 car, and there's no digital display of the speed that you're going. Like in my Tesla, I have the blue dial that like indicates what speed you're going, but there's also just like the numbers right in the center that say, you know, 25 miles an hour. You know, you look down and you immediately know you're doing 25 miles an hour. You see, on this car, you get this gauge, and well, first of all, these gauges glow like red at night, which isn't terrible once you get used to it, I guess, but they're in 20-mile-an-hour increments. Yes, there's notches at like 10 and 30 and 50, but the big numbers are 20, 40, and if you're sort of new to the car, you might think that the little ticks are like every 5 miles an hour. So like instead of doing, you know, 30 miles an hour right now, I might be like, oh, I'm only doing 25, but then it's like, oh no, wait, I'm doing 40 as after that. So it kind of bothers me. And if you're gonna, you know, only show 20, 40, 60, 80, then I think there should be some sort of like digital reading of the exact, thank you, Waze. There should be some sort of like digital reading of the speed you're going. Like it could be really tiny right at the bottom of the speedo gauge, but there should be something. Especially for a 2016, all the digital stuff that they have now, like it's not an option, and I think it's kind of weird, and well, that's probably the first and biggest thing that I find to be very annoying. So the next thing that I don't really like are the blinkers. So this is the blinker stalk, and it always zeroes out. So if you push it up just partially, like the first little, it turns on for like 3 blinks and then automatically turns back off. However, if you push it up all the way, like 1, 2, it will stay on indefinitely, but it returns to 0. So like when you turn the wheel and then turn it back, it doesn't like click back off. It just kind of stops. Whereas to cancel it, I think you can push it up. Yeah, up like partially. If you go up all the way and it's on, and you push up all the way, it just stays on. So if you do like a half push up, it turns off. Now the other option is if you push it up all the way and it's on, you can push it down all the way, but then the other blinker turns on. So the only way to cancel this is if you're going to the right, for example, you can push it up partially and cancel it, or you can push it down partially and cancel it. But if you accidentally push it down all the way to cancel it, it just goes the other direction, and then you're in like blinker infinite loops, and it's like, how do I stop it? How do I stop it? And it's very, very annoying, especially coming from another car, because typically when you put the blinker up to turn it on, you kind of like click it back down to 0 to turn it off. Whereas this car, it returns to 0. So if you push it down, it doesn't actually like cancel it. It puts on the left blinker unless you go halfway. So it definitely takes some getting used to, but I don't like it. And I think this is why BMW drivers never use their blinkers, because they're that annoying. I mean, I kind of get it now. Like I wouldn't use my blinker either. Now, the third thing I'm gonna touch on, and the third thing I don't really like about BMW, the ultimate quote unquote driving machine, is the infotainment system. I mean, I guess coming from my car maybe, which is actually 2 years older than this car, I really don't like this. I love having the touch screen features of the Tesla.
Turn right.
You see, in the BMW, you get this like one knob that you spin. You can see it right here. This thing like completely, you know, twists and turns, and that's how you scroll up and down on here. And then you push it in like that in order to select stuff. I guess it takes some getting used to, but like that is it. Like that controls everything that's up there. Now there are some things on the steering wheel here that you use to change things, but you know, unless you're used to it, it's just not that great. Also, the only way to put in letters is to use that scroll wheel yet again, or apparently on top of that scroll wheel where those little arrows are, it is touch sensitive, and you can like spell out things in order to put in an address. It's not terrible, but it's not great, and I completely understand why Chelsea said when she upgrades this car, gets a new one.
0.1 miles. Turn right.
Thanks, guys. When she gets a new car, looks at a new car, BMW has the option for Apple CarPlay, and she said that is a must. And I completely understand that now, because you can just plug in your iPhone and use your iPhone effectively as the infotainment system, which would be much better. So, I mean, those are really the three main things, but I feel like they're big things. Like the infotainment system is something that you use on a daily basis. I mean, you use it for everything, right? You use it for nav, you use it for music, you use it for all that stuff. And it's just kind of annoying. The nav is okay, but probably not great. I'd still rather have my iPhone be able to hook Waze straight up into the system. I do know that I think like newer systems, there are some like gesture controls that are in there to like turn volume up and stuff, but also like voice options, kind of like talking to Siri or something. So point being, you know, maybe some newer cars there's better stuff, but in this car at least I'm just not a huge fan. It is a 2016, so it's used, all right, and this car did actually have the option of Apple CarPlay. This one just didn't quite have it. This was a CPO vehicle, I believe, so you know, you couldn't really spec it. You bought what they had. But you know, the driving experience isn't terrible. It drives pretty well, but you know, just for being the ultimate driving machine, I just, you know, there's three pretty big things. Like the speedo, as you can see, it's lit up kind of like that orangey red color, which isn't terrible once you get used to it. But I would love a digital readout. And then yeah, the blinker system is just god awful, and while I'm not a huge fan of the infotainment system slash whatever this is, it's not great. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for this vlog. If you're enjoying the content, please consider liking and subscribing, and until next time, thanks for watching.